we're heading up trail from where we found that first campsite. It's up, we're going back uphill again. I think I mentioned that earlier. We're gonna go up the hill, back around, and then that'll circle us back down to the river again. So, see anything cool, I'll show you what we got. There is bikes on this trail. I had a group of 4 people go by on mountain bikes, so this will be a good place to come ride. So yeah, here's a little view of where we are. Pretty neat. Trail going up there.
Well, we got another 300 or 400 feet to go up.
It's a little bit warmer, and Jim just told me there's another 300 or 400 feet to go up, and then we'll start back down towards the river. So we use the solo stove. It works great. I mean, really nice. It's easy to burn, easy to light. It's not hard to work with at all. And so we're gonna try the Toaks tonight, and we'll see how that one works compared to the solo stove. We'll do dinner with the Toaks tonight and see how it goes. Made it down by the water here. Had a little uphill and then downhill. It's probably a couple miles. And here we are down by the water. And it is awesome. Let me come down here a little bit and I'll show you what we got here. Let's see. Here we go. Look at that, huh? Don't really see any fish swimming around. When I get back to camp, I'm going to see if I can catch something. Probably down in the deep holes. And you can see down that way. There. Nice little view here. Right there. All right. Cool, huh? Very nice. Campsite here. There. Hasn't been anybody here in a while. I think the campsite that we found is this coolest one so far along this trail. Real pretty out here. I'll go down and show you a couple stills. Take a look at these. This water is crystal clear. Let me show you. Nice and quiet out here, I'll tell you that. Extremely quiet. Can't see any fish though. Have not had any luck at all with the fish. But it's still fun getting out here. I kind of wonder sometimes what motivates us to want to come out here into the woods when it's cold and not really ideal camping time. But when you're, you know, going to work or you're doing whatever you're doing, it's kind of like all you want to do is think about is going out and going backpacking. So you'll just survive the cold weather, I guess. That's what I'm doing. So it's not too bad out here. It's probably around 30. It's supposed to snow and rain tonight. So I'll keep you updated with the weather too. But here's another beautiful shot of the river right there. Look at that. Isn't that something? So I want to come back here in the summer, bring the kids, and do some fishing. This is seems like a really good spot. There's a lot of deep holes where I just was, but haven't seen any like little fish swimming around or anything. So they must be somewhere else right now. Don't know where that could be. Not sure where they go in the winter. Anybody has any advice on that, please let me know. So I'm gonna head back to camp, and I'll show you how I got my tarp set up, and probably do a little preview of the Toaks pot tonight, or the Toaks stove, I mean, wood stove. Gonna check that out. And there's a chair at our campsite that I want to show you that people made out of rocks. It's kind of like a big king's throne or something. It's really awesome. So I'll share that with you too. And maybe in the morning you'll see some snow on the ground, or maybe some ice. So I think I have my tarp in porch mode right now. But I think what I'm going to do is put it back down again like I had it last night in the A-frame. It's kind of a breeze coming, kind of a cold wind. So I'm going to probably do that. But I'll do a little footage up here and show you how I've got it set up. But this is a really great little beach right here. I mean, the kids would love this. It's right at the beginning of the CHATTOOGA Trail. I believe it's off of Highway 76 in Clayton. And once you turn off, it's probably about a 10-minute drive on 76. You'll cross the bridge. The parking area is on the left-hand side. But it sure is pretty out here. So hang on a minute and I'll show you camp. Jim's been gathering firewood, and Jim has got a pretty nice backpacking setup. I'm going to share that with you. This is the hammock gear. I believe it's called Paradise. Palace. Hammock gear Palace. It's a really big 4-season tent, as you can see. Made of Dyneema. Got it in camo. And inside here, he's got an Eno underquilt. I believe it's a 30-degree Eno underquilt. And here, if you see, we've got the Dutch Chameleon with the cover on it. You can see here where the vents are on it, right there. He said that he had no condensation problems last night. No condensation at all. And so he's also got a bug cover to go with it. And inside here, he's got a 20-degree Jacks or better top quilt. And he said he slept like a baby last night. He's got this this webbing from Dutch. It's a Dyneema. It's really, really light. And he's got these buckles here. I can't remember what you call those. And coming up here, his setup, he's got the prusik knot here, and it's connecting to the wasp, Dutch wasp. And if you look right here, we've got the the Dutch clip here, where he's got that on there. So pretty nice setup here. And kind of got it set up in porch mode here. Coming over here to my setup. I've kind of been doing some rigging on mine. I've got it kind of set up in a porch mode. And I've got the Dyneema hammock gear. It's a 12-foot with doors, but it's just not as wide as Jim's. And I've got the hammock gear 20-degree underquilt with a blackbird. So you can see here, I've been collecting firewood here for tomorrow. It's supposed to snow and rain tonight, so we can at least hopefully make a fire in the morning with this. I gathered up a few logs, and so we should be good to go there, hopefully. And this is my setup. Mine's a little bit different. I just use the toggles here. I got my toggles and a Dutch carabiner. I think this is a flea. I can't remember what that's called, but it's real simple. I mean, I just got it on here, goes around the tree, hook it up. I run my line through there, my webbing to my hammock, and then I've got whoopee slings here on a Dutch clip right there, and that works out really well. I slept good last night. I'm not going to say I was toasty warm, but I will say that I didn't get cold. I was like right in the balance of it, and I believe it got down to 20 degrees. So a little tour here through camp. Get the fire ring right here, and there's our chair right there. How's that for a camp chair? Pretty awesome. Here's my Toaks 700 mil pot. It's kind of charred up from all the, that's what the wood stove does to it. It's got that soot all over it. But I'm sure it'll wash off okay. It's a great little pot. It's been doing good. There's my too small of a stool. Grand trunk. A little bit tiny. And there's the solo stove. Been using that a lot, and it works great. So here's a little tour of camp. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Mountain Ripper Fireball. All right, guys, here is the Toaks wood burning stove right here. It's kind of real deep. It's got deeper than the solo stove. So all the way down at the bottom here is where the wood goes when you put it in. So what you're looking at here is completely full with sticks. If you contrast that, I don't know if you can see it right here, with the solo stove here. With the solo stove, it's just 2 or 3 inches down. With this, you're actually dropping it way down in there. But look at it burning though. Burns really good. So what were we gonna do? The question is, why do we have this awesome wood burning stove going? I'm gonna show you. We have Tuscan beef stew, packet gourmet with Parmesan and polenta. I've also got some of the Mexican chocolate mousse. And I think we're gonna make something else, the chicken dumplings right here.
There you go.
And that is packet gourmet. That's Dottie's chicken and dumplings packet gourmet. So we're gonna be cooking that.
Do you need the lid?
No, yeah, if you have it.
I've got it.
So we're gonna go ahead and put this water on the on the Toaks wood burning stove here and see how it goes.
That's a Toaks 750 ml pot.
A Toaks 750 ml pot. You can see how tall this is. This thing is easily twice as high as the Solo Lite stove. So I'll show you that, a little comparison there. This is the Solo Lite here. Can you put your light on this? Here's the Solo stove. See down in there. Comparing that to the Toaks. That's a pretty significant height difference. However, I think this stove, the Toaks stove, it weighs about half of what the Solo does. I'll try and remember. If I can remember, I'll put the weights in the description so you'll know what the weights of these are, but you can find out easy enough. But the Toaks is really, it's been as easy to operate as a Solo. It's going real easy, and it's working really well. So if we have any hiccups with it, I'll let you know. Probably pretty dark out here. Don't know if you can see me or not, but I'm gonna come over here and show you. Well, the Toaks was blazing a minute ago. I guess it's burned up, so can't show you that right now. Right now it's a little bit of a smoke bomb. Leave that on there for a second. Take a look at that. It's a little bit of a smoke bomb right now. There you go. But we're gonna cook up some Backpack It Gourmet. So yeah, I'm gonna come over and show you our gravity system that we, kind of a DIY gravity system. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Hang on, I'll show you.
Platypus, dirty water.
Hey guys, am I a little contrasty? All right, well anyway, I'm gonna show you, Jim's gonna explain to you how this system works while I light it up with my flashlight.
All right, you got a dirty bag here for getting water out of creeks, streams, 2 liters, connected to a Sawyer squeeze.
Notice that little clamp right there.
Yeah, this little clamp is very helpful as far as shutting off the flow. On this end, you've got an attachment that fits any bottle. As far as a drinking water bottle, this just happens to be a smart water bottle.
There you go.
And now we'll open up this clamp and let her start running in there.
Look at that flow too. This light will probably be pretty good to show the flow rate. You can see it, guys. The water just pouring right in there. Look at that. There you go.
And it's good not to tighten the lid all the way down.
Because then it shuts off the flow, doesn't it?
Yep.
So that's the tip, guys. If you try and do this, you just want to let that, loosen the lid a little bit so air can get through there. And then it will flow just like that.
No squeezing.
It's only been a few seconds and it's already almost a third full. You can see it going down the line there. That's pretty cool, huh? Once again, that's what is that again? A platypus?
Yep. All parts readily available on Amazon.
There you go. If I can remember, I'll put some descriptions down there of this stuff. Well, we've just been having fun showing you some of our new gear. And everything so far that we've gotten has worked great. And so I wanted to share it with you. In case you want to, look, it's almost already down out of that bag. And it's nice because the top of this bag you can open that up and just fill it up real easy. Because with those little skimpy little Sawyer bags, it's so hard to get water in. But with this system, you just scoop the water right out of the river or lake or wherever you are. Fresh spring perhaps. Mud puddle, whatever you got. And so anyway, this is very low dollar, low budget. I mean, it's not the expensive gravity. It's kind of a DIY, but I'll tell you what, you can't ask for any better than that. So, hope you like some of our new gear here. And that's pretty neat. Most of it's pretty light stuff, nothing heavy. I mean, with that Sawyer, it's just a few more ounces of plastic tubing, and that's pretty much it. Ounce or two. The wood stoves are great because you don't have to carry any fuel at all. I mean, all you've got to do is just bring your stove, and everything you've got is right there for you. So I'm not sure what this looks like with this light in my face, but I did want to share that stuff with you. And Jim was the one that came up with that gravity filter, and I'm just real glad that he got me one too. So we each have one now. He figured that all out, and he also got the wood stoves. And he got me the Solo Light, and I love it. So if you guys want to get any of that stuff, you know that it'll work good. Good morning. Well, it started raining probably about 2:30 in the morning maybe. And it's been raining hard ever since. It's still coming down pretty good. It's about 8:45. So we're going to go ahead and start breaking camp. So had a good time last night. Had a good fire and everything, and got to get everything in before all the rain hit. So we'll be climbing out probably about a 4.5-4 mile hike back to the car in the rain, or it might let up. We'll see. But so we're gonna go ahead and start getting packed up. Let me come around and show you what it looks like out here. Pretty nice view of the river, the pouring rain. Over there is the remnants of our campfire there. We've got the throne there, and up there you can see the blue bag. Up there is our food bag we got hanging up, which worked out really good. So, there's one last look at kind of like a spacesuit there. Stay dry, no dripping or anything. Looks perfectly good. So, onward into here, and start packing up. So, we'll talk to you in a little while. We're all packed up now and ready to head out. And I just wanted to come down here and show you the stream, how high the water is. Probably a little while back in the video, like from yesterday, when I was down here, you could walk along here and see that it was basically white sand. Now, you can take a look and see how high that is. It's all the way up to that rock down there. If you look at that rock, it's right down there, the far end of that. I was walking around the beach below that. So I'd say the water's up a foot or two from the rain last night. Some nice fog up there in the mountain. But here's the last look at it before we head out to the car. So just want to say thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.